Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 116. Never ends. No, this is a rough turn for us. I will be very honest. And it's a rough turn for us for one reason. Your global enchantment was dispelled when another global enchantment replaced it. He stole Gift of Health. Oi, fuck. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was a big cast too. So Hinam now has Arcane Nexus up. He now has Dark Size up. He's stolen our Gift of Health. We've lost our Well of Misery. We've lost our Gift of Nature's Bounty. And we lost our Throne Rush. Oof. We're not doing too hot. The prediction of not being able to really, not really being able to hang with Lanka and Hinam at the end game is kind of coming true, and I'm sure there are people out there like, hey, can hang just fine. You're just not doing it right. I fully believe that is probably the case. But to the things that I'm like kind of aware of, it's not going to go well for us from here on out. So, what do we have? What are we capable of doing? Well, still have a very large landmass, right? Which means a lot of passive income for gems, a lot of income, period, especially when you think compared to someone like Lanka, who's had to blood hunt a lot of their lands. Hinam as well, I would assume, a fair amount of blood hunting there. Probably not as much as Lanka, but still. So we've got some income, we've got some both in gold and in gems. And we've got an alliance. We've got Lanka is aiding us in fighting Hinam. I'm not sure, especially if we can't do anything about Arcane Nexus, Gift of Health, Dark Skies, I'm not sure we're going to be able to beat Hinam, period. But we're going to see, and it's going to be interesting. So let's just run through things. Didn't find anything else with our Dark Knowledge. We're pretty much done with Dark Knowledges. I think we're going to keep doing a few here or there, but not very many more. Another Tartarian Gate up, more Kusarikus. We might start moving Kusariku summons from to another location. I'm not sure yet, though. We're very, very low on Earth gems, basically. And part of that is because of our continuous... basically, they're just very valuable with forging, and we're continuously making more and more Dwarven hammers. Got more Oogaloos, got more Flame Spirits, more Vampires, another Gift of Reason on a Tart. Augury did not find anything in Dark Knowledge, found a Crypt underneath, actually. This is pretty good. This is +3 Death Gems and a Conjuring bonus. If this was earlier on in the game, I would absolutely try. Or if this was in a location that I controlled more staunchly, I would try putting a fort and a lab on that so I could take advantage of it. As it is, though, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So we have had another turn that's okay blood hunting, but not great blood hunting. We're trying to fix that, trying to get a better blood economy. We're late to the party, right, as far as blood economy goes, but you know, that means we have more economy playing, basically. We have more economy to play with. It's going to take us longer to carve through some of the provinces that we have. For example, Ctesiphon, right? We've been blood hunting in Ctesiphon for a while now. It's going to take us a little while longer, and then we're going to not be able to blood hunt there anymore. So, yeah, we've got a bunch of little stuff. Gudu 145 was attacked by Brass Claw Horrors, whatever. We attacked. We did a bunch of raiding, actually. Let's just show this real quick. So we just raided the entire like front line of our territories. So we'll go through and take a look at some of those. Andoria is a bunch of liches here, so surprised that this guy did not die. He's not set up correctly. He needs to. I need to alter that. He definitely needs to be set up. 3 liches can just put out a crazy amount of undead. Like that's pretty intense. Let me actually go fix this real quick. Easy. We attacked in Geta with our shaman, and he's basically up against very little. You know, he's able to get his Iron Skin, Temper Flesh, Elemental Fortitude off. No, he's not. He get off. He cast Iron Skin. He only got Iron Skin off before he got attacked by Mazix. So this is good to know though, because if he gets Iron Skin off, he's at 31 protection, which is gonna be enough for most things. Now he gets the Temper Flesh off, the Strength of Gaia, the Summon Earth Power. Yeah. Elemental Fortitude. Is he on cast? Apparently he's on cast. He should definitely not be on cast. 33 protection. Yeah, but he fatigued himself out because of the casting. So let's go and make sure we fix that as well. Hack. Okay. We attacked in Greendale. Simple, easy peasy. Some buffs. Iron Skin, Temper Flesh, some Earth Power. Weapons of Sharpness, that's good. Legions of Steel. So 33 protection with Temper Flesh up, with regeneration. Pretty good magic resistance, very high HP. A Flesh Eater. So not crazy AoE, but with the Volturna, the Scutata Volturna, should be able to kill a decent amount of things. You know? I say a decent amount of things. Probably not, though, really. A pretty low attack skill. So he could get routed pretty easily by running into an army that has... well, he's not going to get routed, but he could get turned pretty easily by an army that just produces a lot of chaff, because he's not going to be able to handle a lot of chaff. He needs, instead of a Scutata Volturnus, he needs like a flame shield, basically. One of the charcoal shields. History has been attacked. That's over here in Lanka. Just him taking back the land. We attacked in Tirnanog. Lost some basic chaff. Got attacked in Jabal Kish. Lost some units. No big deal. That's Lanka taking that back from us. Or not back from us, but as part of the alliance. Forest of Springs, Hallwoods has some sloth. Still deadly disease in Troll Peaks. Some scouts got caught. Tirnanog is breached. Jaburnia is repairing faster than we can tear it down. About that. So part of what I want to do over here. I don't want to be sitting on Jaburnia right now. I'm actually going to... I'm gonna move this army. Alright, so what are we doing this turn? Mostly just a lot of, like, moving and raiding and hoping that we don't get got. we'll talk about a couple of different things. Again, most of the movement in the backfield is just elders going to different locations, or me bringing out like a flame spirit to, you know, to be in range. One of the things I noted this turn that I kind of fucked up on is previously I did a great job of positioning flame spirits along with my Kings of Flame to be able to reach targets that were important, but I recently kind of like moved a lot of different people around, and now there's this little crater in my line where I can't reach. So I wanted to hit Halbathria with a Flames from the Sky this turn, but I don't have a Flame Spirit here in Monarch Woods or here in Olentova, which is where I would need one to be, is in either of these locations, because the range is 3. So that kind of fucks me. We're going to try some things to see if we can't, you know, fix it, but we'll see how it goes. I am going to try that, actually. I've been hemming and hawing over whether or not I'm going to do this or not, but I think we are. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we've got a lot of little raiding going on. We're attacking into Resting Heights with some liches. 3 liches to be exact. We're splitting up these 3 liches and attacking into Ross and Range of Shadow. We're sending Isham 41 into Saetica, and we're sending Tart 13. These Monstroms are great because they take less gear to kind of be effective. They're not quite as effective, I think, overall compared to a fully kitted out unit like Tart 14, but they're still very effective for what they're accomplishing. And they all have built-in flying. Well, not all of them. These versions have built-in flying, so they can kind of like hit more spaces. It's really nice. So Tart 13 is heading into Murius, and so what we're trying to do is we're trying to disrupt his movement and cause him to have more issues maneuvering around his territory, and also to stifle him, right? To stifle his gem income, to stifle his actual income, etc. So he's got us on lock, I think, on actual fights. Every fight he wants to pick, he will probably win. That's just kind of how it is, right? But if we are careful with what we're trying to accomplish, we might be able to slowly strangle him with Lanka's assistant. So part of that is not taking bad battles, right? So we are moving off of Jaburnia, because I think there's a chance that he snuck an army in there that's significantly larger than the force that is currently on Jaburnia right now. And that might mean that he could just pop out and destroy us. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to move and harass. This also will potentially threaten Rafabolia, which, I mean, Jaburnia's army is not capable of just immediately destroying that, but you know, give it a couple turns and it can threaten something. More realistically, though, it could move into other locations, like Halbathria, right? That being said, Halbathria, so we are storming the castle in Tir Nanog this turn. If we're successful in taking Tir Nanog, that's going to be a pretty big boon for us, I think. But if we get stomped here, that's a very big problem. So what am I doing? There's this big army in Halbathria, mostly consisting of Thralls and Blackhawks, which aren't great units, but if he's got a billion buffs, if he's able to just rout us. So there's a reason why I'm storming the castle. I think he's going to try to fight us. 1, I'm going to try to prevent him from fighting us. And 2, I don't think that prevention is going to work. So when that prevention doesn't work, I am going to hope that we're only dealing with 1 point of Dark Size and only dealing with 1 point of Gift of Health. So I'm going to hope that we actually have a chance in fighting, because this is a very big army. We've got a lot going on with it, etc., etc. So what am I trying to do to keep this army here in Halbathria? Well, we've got Tart 16 moving into that, and he is going to try to cast an Earthquake, I think, to help out with things. But the big thing is we've got Tart 12 over here that is teleporting onto Halbathria. And the hope is that Tart 12 is going to be able to... He doesn't... Personal luck. Yep. And... Probably need... Full slate. Twist Fate? Twist Fate's just first strike. Okay. Gonna attack after that. And probably should do an attack rear first. Okay, so Tart 12 is there just to hopefully keep them contained along with Tart 16. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see how it goes, right? My hope was to Flame from the Skies and then also send in an Earthquake, etc. But I fucked up the placement of Flame Spirits. That's my own fault, which I'm correcting. That's one of the reasons why there's a Flame Spirit moving out from but also one of my new Flame Spirits is moving from Pangaea to Olentova, so we'll be able to hit into Halbathria and kind of around that area as well. So, anywhere from White Forest to Halamire to Halbathria to... I guess Tirnanog. That's kind of like a weird circle there, but yeah, that's where that would end. Ow! My arm hurts. Okay, we've got more liches incoming from other parts of our empire. We've got more tarts coming in from other positions as well, but those are the big attacks. That's really what's happening there. We're moving to the point to where we're gonna have 4 Blood Hunters in Ctesiphon at all times. We now have 5 in Kun Aral. We have 3 in Scraw Point, and we're sending another 2 to Scraw Point. We're summoning another vampire this turn. That one's probably going to go to Kohnberg, and we are recruiting an Enkidu Elder to grab up a bunch of thralls from the ones that were free spawning, and probably going to send them to Kohnberg as well. So we're trying to kick up that that blood hunting economy to where we have a better presence there. Right now we've been sitting here at this kind of like around 50 to 70 or so a turn, which is not super great. Anything else that we're doing that's kind of big? Not really, not big. We're continuing to forge a whole bunch of things. More dragon helmets. I got to take more time this turn to kind of like really put things together. So a whole bunch more amulets of antimatter or antimatter. Amulets of antimatter sound awesome. Amulets of anti-magic, dragon helms, Scutata Volturnus, more rings of regeneration, more boots of the messenger, more frost brands. Basically just filling out this scenario, right? And then we've got more Gift of Reason. Our tart this turn is this lady, so that should be cool. And still having bad luck with our tarts. Tart 6 is still feeble-minded, and actually, I guess now that I think about it, gonna be feeble-minded forever. Fuck. Stop summoning tarts. Research. I guess, no, it's don't. I'm gonna lich. I guess we stop doing tarts, and it's just time to do liches every single turn. If we're doing that, though, there's not really a point to do it way over there. So we take one of our liches, and we do this. Time to lich. It's time to lich. Okay. Gonna have oh, I guess that is the upside is that I'm pretty sure Ur's not gonna get conquered anytime soon. So having its you know, Pangea could get conquered soon. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Hinam's gonna spend a lot of his time on the back foot. With I think he's been defensive because he doesn't want to get caught out of position. And I will say this: even the battles that I've been losing against him, right? The battles I've been getting my ass kicked in. He's still occasionally losing units here or there. And I don't think he has a very strong economy. He's got a lot of mages, but I don't think he can replenish. He can replenish undead and thralls and hawks and stuff like that for the rest of forever. But I don't think he's gonna have the greatest time getting more Dawnguard or things like that, you know. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. Yeah, we'll go with some liches in Pangea. We'll see. Anything else that's real big? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it for the big sides of things. I guess, is it even worthwhile? I guess it's not even worthwhile doing the Gift of Reason, because this might as well just save the nature gems. So, okay. What do we do, right? What do we do to try to get back in the game? Because obviously our plan isn't just, oh, well, we'll help Lanka kill Hinam and then die to Lanka. That might very well be what we do, but that's not the plan, right? The plan is we've got to figure out a way to, during this 2v1, right, to come up with advantages. What do we have strength-wise? We've got a lot of water gems per turn. We've got a lot of nature gems per turn. Now, the nature gems are super valuable to us, right, for forging, but if need be, we could just be like, no, we're not forging anything with the nature gems anymore. And if we did that, we could get a lot of nature gems really quickly. I mean, just 10 turns and we're almost at 500 nature gems, right? And if we're willing to alchemize, for example, water gems, we could add to that pretty quickly. So the concept there becomes, what do we try to do, right? Do we try to take back Gift of Health? That would hurt Hinam at the same time. Do we try to go for Nature's Bounty again, right? Actually put that up with a very high overcast to try to protect it. We could. I'm not sure. Or we could just say, stop trying to fight the nature side of things and go really hard into the water side of things, actually. We could put up something like called Vengeful Water, right? Okay, so Vengeful Water is a really it's interesting. It can proc a whole bunch. It's 5%. So every commander in, to my understanding, right, is that if there is an enemy commander in your dominion, it rolls a check to see if that enemy commander gets attacked by an elemental. And the check is low-ish, 5% plus your dominion times 2, right? So if you're in, say, the max chance, right, if you're in a 10 candle dominion, you'd have a 25% chance of a water elemental attacking that commander. But it's per commander, right? So you can have, to my understanding, I could be wrong, but you can, if you like march armies or something like that, you can have commanders, multiple commanders from an army get attacked in just marching through a province. So it's not a bad defensive one. And water elementals are actually a little tough for a lot of base commanders to deal with, right? This isn't gonna bother, his Grigories or anything like that. But some of his armies or that type of stuff absolutely could be a big issue. So Vengeful Water is something that we could try to do. Try to put that up as kind of like a more defensive scenario. But the problem is again, one of the reasons why I'm not super interested in that necessarily is we're not really on defense right now. We're on offense. and so I need more offensive power. So there's the concept of doing like bottles of living water or things like that. We've got some options. I'm going to try to play with some ideas in the near future. But I think one of the things that we can potentially do is try to increase the amount of flame that we have. I think that's going to help in the long run. And then I think we either need to look at like water or we need to look really heavily at like nature or air. As some sort of option. We currently have Mother Oak and Maelstrom. And here's to probably the bigger point, right? We need to get some stuff off of Hinnom. We need to get Arcane Nexus off of Hinnom. We need to get Gift of Health or Dark Skies off of Hinnom. It's going to be very, very difficult to fight him if we are unable to get Gift of Health or Dark Skies out. And definitely Arcane Nexus, right? So we're in this scenario where we need to continue what our plan already was, and that is take border provinces, take border forts, preach, put temples down, try to push our dominion, that type of thing. But man, we're just in we're in some weird positions. It feels like, I mean, I'll be honest, I just don't have a great game plan for the late game, or maybe my game plan for the late game was the plan that I needed to have, right? Hardcore into Nature's Bounty, hardcore into like Gift of Health, and they just got countered. So I just need to refocus and go back into them. I think ultimately, if right now, Lanka and I have been talking with each other and with Relay off and on about trying to get Arcane Nexus down. Like, to the point to where we are both willing, I think, to give Relay a lot of pearls. To basically be like, hey, look, we're okay with you having Arcane Nexus. We just need Hinnom to not have Arcane Nexus. We should have done that 25 turns ago. When Mikland died and Hinnom put up Arcane Nexus, we should have immediately just been like, hey, nope, Relay, we will support you, get rid of that, but we waited a really long time, and a lot Hinnom has been able to build up a lot. So we're kind of in this weird stage. We're continuing to make motions. I'm expecting, again, He's got Ami death squads teleporting around. He's got Mind Hunt. He's got strong thugs and super strong super combatants. It's definitely going to be an uphill struggle for us to even do much of anything to him. So we'll have to see how it goes. That's going to be it for the turn. Hopefully we have some good results, specifically in Tir na Nog. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.